Y'all know the drill. As soon as anybody's out there, just let me know in the chat if you can see the screen and if you can hear me clearly. I guess you can call this like a pre-episode live stream. Anybody out there, just let me know. Hey, Ernest. All right, and in this live stream, it's just an open discussion here. We're going to just talk about last week's episode, what's coming on tonight, just various topics. So this is like an open Q&A. I don't think I'll have anybody call in today. I just wanted to do a quick live stream before tonight's episode in a couple of hours. I'm a big fan of Having and Have Nots 14. Yeah, I mean, this show is actually pretty good for anybody to fall into, regardless of the age range. Hello, Miss McNeil. And I'm actually kind of surprised that last week's episode, in my opinion, was actually pretty good. And did anybody else see the clips on the Have and Have Not Facebook page? They released 2 clips. One was of Derek and Hannah, and then the second one was Gia walking into Candace's hotel room and then seeing Oscar on the bed. Pamela, I mean, in my opinion, I think that Jeffrey's going to be released from jail either this episode or next episode. Because if I'm not mistaken, this episode is still going to be taking place over, that night. Like Derek and Hannah are still on their date. Maybe they'll change up to the next day halfway through the episode. Let's hope so. Yeah, Ernest, she's gone crazy over the house. Some people are saying that Veronica has every right to be mad, but I disagree with that. The only person I see potentially dying in a nice episode if Oscar is pronounced dead after taking whatever Candace put in the drink. Mylan, because Veronica is getting crazier and crazier this season. Yes, she is, but I need to see some backstory here. It's one thing to be she indeed is the most interesting character on the show, but crazy is only good if you really know the cause of it. Like, we know it's because, the whole my son is gay and her rage and whatnot, but I need to get some more reason behind it. Her just being a psychotic black woman, that's pretty much played out. I need some substance to it. I mean, Veronica is entertaining. Don't get me wrong here. It's just like, I'm just getting tired of the same thing. It's like, he's beating me, and I'm sick of you. And I'm just like, who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry. Look, Robinson does a fantastic job with Veronica's character. Don't get me wrong. But I just need some more than her just acting crazy for the sake of being crazy. To me, that is boring. Yeah, she drove David. Veronica is her own worst enemy. She's literally pushing everyone away because they're not living the way she wants them to live. She's literally ruined her relationship with her son. She literally ruined her relationship with David. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what David will do if he finds out the truth about Veronica. And who do you think's a better villain, Eddie or Veronica? It's really hard to tell because I feel like a villain is only good as the obstacles put in front of them. And Eddie and Veronica have both been in instances where they were put in their place, but they got out of it. Yeah, I definitely agree. The fact that she's like homophobic. I mean, she says like, I don't have a problem with gay people. I just don't want my son to be gay. This is why they need to have Veronica's mom show up in the series. And yeah, like, I'm straight, but just seeing the way she treats, every man, not little girl, that Jeffrey interacts with, Landon, now Justin. It's pretty degrading, you know? Like, I just look at those scenes and it's like, well, dang. It's like, you know, I'm black, so I wouldn't want to be called anything out of my name, so. Yeah, and then that's why I said last week I really didn't like my least favorite scene was probably the one with Veronica and Jeffrey because it's just her exerting her authority over him. Because if you notice, almost every time her and David have a falling out, she'll go to Jeffrey to pretty much beat him up like a bully with words just to make herself feel bigger. And I think I talked about that in the episode review. And I'm going to be honest here, the haves and the have-nots didn't do a good job of advertising last week's episode because I know a lot of people were telling me, it's like, wait, the show's back on? And I'm actually, I'm not surprised by that because the OWN, like, network, I'm talking like the Facebook, their social media, they didn't do a lot to actually promote the show until like the day of, so. Yeah, I agree. I am not a Justin fan, but the fact that he doesn't back down from anyone, yeah, I like that. Because first off, I'm looking at the names of everybody in the chat so far, and I could be wrong, but it looks like a lot of you are new to the channel. So if you are, thanks so much for tuning in. It really was a treat going through some notifications over the past few days, and people who are saying, hey, I just found this channel, I love these videos, I really appreciate that. And the fact that I'm getting notifications on videos that I forgot I even posted from months ago. So I really do appreciate that. I mean, the channel itself is over maybe like 715 videos. I'd say probably about 95% are have and have not related. Keep in mind, I also talk about Tyler Perry plays, movies, If Loving You Is Wrong, The Pains, as well as various other topics. So even when this show goes off in like July or early August, I'll still be doing videos on stuff. So just keep that in mind. And also be sure to share this channel around because we're also at 26 or almost at 26,000 subscribers, but I know we can do better than that. And yeah, Cool Kid, I don't know what YouTube is doing with the notification systems because a lot of other channels are in the same boat where we actually post videos but nobody gets the notifications for it. Greetings, love the channel, enjoy your review of the show. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Tyler Perry has an amazing gift for writing. He does, but this show is actually not doing what it used to do. In my opinion, it's not as good as it once was. I'm actually British, so your videos help to keep me updated. I don't think many Brits watch this show. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. When do you think David will find out the truth about Erica? I'm going to be honest. I do not know. I do not know. I don't think that Veronica is going to tell him. I feel like Veronica will either kill Erica or destroy the house first and then tell David that Erica was just conning him. It down to drum. I get some of your notifications, but every time you go live, it tells me later on. I don't know what's up with live. I just know that YouTube is being funky about certain things, but whatever. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I do admit that live streams are the videos that get the most views the quickest, though. I will admit that. My dream is to be an actor. Oh, that's cool. I never had a thing for acting. I'm more of a writer or, reviewer kind of person. That's just me. Do you think Oscar's really dead? Originally I thought no, but after talking with my mom and actually thinking about it more, it would make sense. One of my friends had a theory about Jim being Erica's father. Yeah, I actually did a blog about that a few years ago, and I thought that Erica was the daughter of Jim and Jennifer Salison. I actually wanted David and Veronica to get back at some point, but at this point, I just don't want it. I want to be honest. I'd rather have Veronica dead. I'm sorry. Like, at this point, if you've seen the movie Acrimony, then you know where I'm going with that. And yeah, it could be an overdose for Oscar. So, Do you find any scripts repetitive? Yes, a lot of fans are pissed off by that. It's literally the same things over and over again. What character do you relate to the most? I'm not going to lie. At the time, I thought it would be like a David, but they keep changing. The thing about Tyler Perry on this show is that a lot of the characters are not consistent. So, yeah, cool kid. Thank my mom for that one, because that's why I began to think Oscar might be dead, because it would make sense if the murder is covered up and nobody knows that Oscar is gone, which it actually makes sense because he is kind of like a double agent. He is an asset recovery. His job is to recover stolen assets. So he pretty much is off the grid. So if he actually is dead, nobody will know. So Jim would automatically think that Oscar conned him. Yeah, I'll definitely tell my mom. And yeah, everybody, thanks so much, because a few of my videos have already clocked over 10,000 views, and I did a count, and between last Tuesday and this Tuesday, I've posted almost 30 videos on the channel. Like, that is not an exaggeration. You can go from like the video I did with the episode review of Veronica's house to the last video I posted about Gia and Candace storyline. I've done almost 30 videos just because last week's episode was that good. I think Hannah putting herself out there, because I got sick of the whole her telling Benny, like, you know, treating him like a kid, but not to say he doesn't deserve it. I'm hoping Celine comes back and gets Jim. In what way? Because Jim is literally screwed in more ways than one. Okay, number one, I don't want Landon and Charles to get together because Charles is clearly straight. It's literally rehashing the Jeffrey and Wyatt storyline from season 1. Will Landon still appear now that he's been on? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cast members, and I need to do a video on this in the coming week, but a lot of the cast members are actually auditioning and have already gotten roles in different shows and movies, because the haves and the have-nots, it was announced that in 2020 it was going to end, but now they're talking about it's going to be around for a while, which doesn't surprise me. I don't think that Catherine would kill herself. But then again, she does have Hannah in her will for a few $1 million, so you never know. Yeah, cool kid. She did leave money for Hannah. But to be honest here, I did see that clip of Gia and Candace, and I'm actually just sick of I'm going to be, aside from like Melissa, Erica, Justin, I would not mind if Wyatt, Veronica, and Candace were killed off. I have no idea where Pearl is. I literally have no idea. Look, that was one of my problems from the last episode. When you have Benny literally acting like a man whore, like over the past 10 episodes, you can't play it up like he's this overprotective son. It doesn't work for me. You can't just have him be like, oh no, you ain't going out with my mama. It's just annoying. Yeah, I imagine you're 14, you're at school. I doubt there are a lot of young people today that actually love the show. So, yeah, I'm actually tired of Candace. I feel like Candace Veronica stole the crown of being the bad bitch back in like season 3. Candace has been irrelevant. It's like ever since she extorted that money from Jim the first time, that's why I just got tired of her character. Don't get me, it's like I keep saying, I have no problem with Tinka Sumter. Beautiful woman, great actress. But in terms of writing, I have become bored with Candace Young. Yeah, I did a video a long time ago about Oscar being an FBI agent. And if he dies, then the FBI is going to storm Savannah. Yeah, I know Veronica is never going to die. It's just pissing me off. Candace needs to go. Yes, hands down. I need to do a video because I keep getting backlash on the Candace videos I do because I talk about how her character is boring and people like, leave her alone. I don't care. I'm literally sick of her character. It's just old. And yeah, the Jeffrey and Justin scenes are annoying as well. See, in my mind, Jeffrey and Justin, those scenes are the most annoying. Right behind them is Charles and Landon. And I'm not going to lie, Candace, and whenever she's like being a pimp, that's literally climbing the ranks. Give it about 2 or 3 more episodes, and it wouldn't surprise me if those are the most annoying scenes to me. They're just fillers and wait. You know what's bad when I would rather see commercials than I'd rather see Jeffrey and Justin on screen. I'm sorry, but yeah, Candace is boring because Tyler Perry doesn't know what to do with her. There have been no developments whatsoever, at least. See, Jeffrey does have development, but then they'll just make him act like a little kid again. It's like he'll be like weak. It's like in one episode he's like a badass, and then the next episode he's stumbling over his words like a 3-year-old. There's no consistency in that. Yes, old and boring, always boasting about how... Yeah, why are all these people so afraid of her? That's why I miss Warlock and Quincy. At least they kept her on the run. Yeah, see, cool kid, you got it. There are so many characters that I need backstory for, like Candace and Erica, how they met, why Erica hates Candace, Veronica's mom. Maybe that'll give us some insight into why she is like homophobic. There are just so many things. Wyatt ain't going to kill his parents. I feel like Wyatt's either going to go to jail or he's going to get killed himself. Or go to rehab, but I'm just done with his character too. Because, I mean, if you're talking about Candace, Wyatt is just as boring in a lot of ways. I will admit that they stepped it up to a new level with him actually attacking his parents. That was new. So keep in mind that, I do love this show, but I'm not one of these fanboys or, just addicts that praise the show but don't call it out when it sucks. And I do both of those things. Yeah, that's all we know. That those two were having sex back in high school for money. Yeah, I would love to get more about the Quincy and Candace relationship back when they were first getting together. Justin, I don't even know if Catherine's cancer will ever be brought up, let alone come back. Yeah, I agree. Catherine's the only crier that I'm interested in. David is just blind. I mean, I can count on one hand the characters I actually like. Oscar, Mitch, Melissa. Well, this new version of Melissa. Oscar, Mitch, Melissa, Catherine. And I think that's about it, to be honest. And then Veronica to an extent. Yeah, I agree that Veronica might actually take out Justin, and I am not against that. Because you look at the chopping block, Erica, Melissa, and Justin, Veronica will most likely be the one to take them all out. Yeah, I agree. After the car wreck and we had this new crazy Melissa who's more exertive and sexual fueled, I like her a lot more. Why don't they fire Justin? You talking about from the police station? I think that might happen, actually. I don't know. Candace and Derek, I don't even know if they'll actually meet. I mean, I do think he might be the guy with the lion tattoo, no doubt. Yeah, there was a scene in that trailer where Justin's boss is showing him the video that's on the internet of him and Jeffrey, so he might get fired. In the end, Jeffrey's going to get straight and love his mama. Now, not to say that I'm fully against that, But I'm just saying, like, why does he have to change and then love his mom? Why can't his mom accept him the way he is? Because I feel that if Veronica became a loving mother, then David will push Erica to the side and go back to her. I do not doubt that. I'm not even going to get into the whole Melissa. I've done enough videos on that. I don't know. Yeah, again, I definitely want to see some more backstory on these characters. Yeah, I don't know how old Gia. The only reason Gia will be interesting as a character is if she's an undercover vice. Other than that, I don't know why the hell she's on the show. Yeah, that's right. All she has to do is accept Jeffrey, and that's pretty much it. Like, I get that you need to keep the story going, but at least keep it fresh. I want the Erica, Candace, and Quita beef. Yeah, I mean, that'll spice things up. I'd rather see anything than this pimping Candace. It's just not, I don't know. Yeah, like I wouldn't mind backstory. I'd rather get backstory than just repeating the same scenes over and over again. Asking Candace, "What did you do?" Yes, in the trailer he did say that, but didn't he say the same thing after he took the sip of the drink and was like, "What did you do? What? Oh God, he fell." Yeah, that's right, cool kid. He said, "What did you do before you passed out?" If she ain't pregnant, I don't know how they. If she really isn't pregnant, I don't know how they're going to play that off. Because remember, Veronica got on the phone and told the mental hospital that she needs to have Melissa put away at least until she has the baby. But then when she got off the phone, she said, "Girl is so stupid she doesn't even know when she's being tricked or set up." Yeah, you're right. Candace treats Gia like Veronica treats Melissa. But that's why I hate about this show lately. You keep introducing all these new characters without fully fleshing out the characters that have been on there since season one. Why do people keep saying Veronica's house? It is not her house. My God. That's like David going over to Veronica's house and saying, "Woman, this is my house too." Yeah, I mean, some of these characters do have backstory, but not full backstories. That's why they need to either do a have and have not movie going over storylines before the show started. Like when these characters met up in law school, when Hannah got raped, Candace and Benny's childhood and stuff like, and the list goes on. Or do a prequel series, which I definitely recommend they do. I mean, I don't watch The Big Bang Theory, but I do know they have that Young Sheldon show when he's a young kid in high school. So why not do something like that with haves and have-nots? I don't think Benny, he's going to get in trouble with the Malones, but I don't think he's going to die anytime soon. I don't know why Tyler Perry wrote Benny into a hole. It's like this season, every episode, he's gotten like 1 foot closer to the grave. It's like literally every decision. No, they look too old to go back in time. Number one, makeup. Number two, just get younger actors and actresses to portray them. So, yeah, Veronica and Candace. The problem with Candace is that she has resources and allies, but she's literally treating them like shit. So when the time comes, they're probably going to turn on her. That's the thing, is like, if they ever do kill off like Veronica, they should do it in like a Amanda fashion, where you don't know who committed the murder, but the list goes on because there's so many people who would have a motive. Candace doesn't look old at all. Yeah, doesn't she looks the same as when I saw her in what, Sparkled, and she was on she on All My Children or General Hospital? She was on one of those shows. So yeah, I feel like the cliffhanger is going to be when Wyatt is discovered by Vinnie Malone in the bathroom high on drugs. I agree. She only 37. Let me Google that. Tinka Sumter? Dang. Black don't crack. I mean, her and Justin are engaged in real life, and they have a daughter, I believe. And then I know Mitch and Erica are dating in real life, too. They make a pretty good couple. Tinka Sumter is... Hang on, I'm Googling it right now. 37. Good Lord. She does not look it. Tinka Sumter. Wow. Yeah, cool kid. I know I did that video talking about character ages on the show. I should definitely do one in real life. My God. Yeah, I wasn't aware. I was not aware. I think I looked up like, Jim and Veronica, but I never like did character ages for the actual actors. Wow. That blew my mind. Shoot. Dang. Black don't crack. Hannah looks old as well. I mean, Hannah's been in the game for a while, and secondly, they really made Hannah look kind of old and rugged because she's been a maid for so long, and she's been on the other side of the track. So episode 15 might start off a time skip. Why do you say that? Like, yeah, I mean, you could have fooled me. Candace looks like she was in her 20s. Damn. Benny's 31 in real life. I didn't know that either. Shoot. Y'all done told me something. I'm going to do some research tonight. Y'all done told me something. Yeah, it's like these characters are like thinking they have all this power, but they're actually making more enemies. Wyatt 32. The third quarter. When you say third quarter, are you referring to like the third quarter in which Benny has to pay the Malones some money? I don't think there's going to be a time skip. I think that Benny is going to try to get the money back, but then it's not going to be as easy as he thinks. Who's the best dressed female on the show? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say Veronica. I don't know why, but I got a sudden urge to eat Wendy's tonight, but I really shouldn't. So I'll probably just eat some broccoli or egg rolls. I know that's random, but it's getting late, so I'm thinking about dinner. Wyatt looks young too, and Melissa, I forgot about them. Who's the worst dressed? Well, I mean, that's hard to say because a lot of these characters dress for the roles that they are are portraying. So when you, it's funny when you get a message from your crush. Yeah, I'm very shy, believe it or not, in real life. So. uh I mean, well, Hannah really only dresses per her pay grade, so to speak. Plus, most of her clothing was destroyed in Quincy's fire. But I mean, my mom kind of dresses well, maybe not as down as Hannah, but I mean, when you grow up around women on that kind of same, I would all right, like I come from a working class family, but I don't think we were Hannah. We weren't that level of have not. So yeah, I don't know. I will say it. All right, Justin is engaged to Candace in real life. Jeffrey actually has a daughter. They're both straight. I don't know about Landon. I think he is straight. I don't know. I feel like Veronica will make a pretty powerful Laurel for Yeah, that would be great. Then I just thought about something. What if my crush is actually watching this live stream and I'm actually messaging her right now? I doubt it, but hey, you never know. Um, I wasn't clowning the wig. I think I even mentioned this in the video. I just felt like it was a bit much. Catherine dresses well, but not really curvy. Catherine has lost weight, in my opinion. When you compare it to like season 1, season 2, she has lost weight. Broderick better come back around because he's only been in like what a couple episodes. So, does Melissa know Benny is Candace's brother? No, but I can't wait to find out. Best dressed on the show, floral jacket. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm straight, but I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty fly how he pulled that off just to get on Veronica's bad side. She was like, "Now, when you go to this engagement party with Melissa, you're gonna wear solid colors." And then I think she even slapped him in the face. Catherine's pretty good when she ain't covered in people's blood that she shot. So, what really pisses me, and again, this is me just being hungry here. What pisses me off when you actually go somewhere you want to get some food at, and then there's a long line in the drive-thru. And I hate Wendy's drive-thru because they always have that yellow pole right after you order your food, so you got to maneuver your vehicle not to hit it. So, who is your favorite character? Probably, it's a toss between Mitch and Oscar. Best dressed male is Charles. Well, duh, he has to look presidential. Wendy's is okay. It's just like I haven't been there in quite some time, and I was scrolling on Instagram, just a couple minutes ago, and I just saw an ad for it. I really don't need it, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to cut back, so. I don't know about you all, but when the weather warms up, I don't really like to stuff myself full of food. I'm more like, let me just drink some water and put some food in me, because when it's hot, you don't want to be full because you'll be miserable. At least that's how I am. That's how I am. Look, like, David is awesome. He was my number one character for quite some time, but then the fact that he was so passive because of Veronica's behavior, and then the fact that he's so dumb letting Erica in his home, nah. When are we going to go to? Look, I don't know when. You got Jennifer Salison, you got Quincy, you got the presidential Secret Service saying that the FBI was looking into them alone. So I don't know. They need to do something with these trials. I cook barbecue chicken mac and cheese. Oh, I love. Cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower are the only vegetables I eat. Of course, I'll eat onions on a burger as well as lettuce. I'm very picky. Why it looked good in last week's episode? Well, yeah, until he tried to smash their heads in. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had a couple of those jackets that he has. So they're pretty fly. Candace is gonna whoop. That's what I'm getting tired of. It's like they always have Candace, like, railroad people, beat them up, and then when she gets like Warlock or Quincy on her tail, we're supposed to feel bad for her. I don't. Yeah, Benny and Wyatt meeting is something that I really, really want to see. Candace doesn't rock heels well, though. Veronica walks best in the heels. That's no surprise. Plus, Veronica usually takes stabs at Candace's clothing. I don't want new characters. I do believe there are a couple on the way, but I don't want it. Well, yeah, Candace had a baby in real life. I mean, I loved it when she was wearing, like, the brown trench coat and like the white robe and whatnot because she was glowing. Now I just don't like this whore outfit she has on. I don't know when Charles is coming back. I don't know when Broderick is coming back. Right now Melissa is the one I'm most attracted to, but she has a boyfriend in real life, so that kind of sucks. So I know because she actually did a live stream on her Instagram a couple weeks ago, and she said it. What was your reaction when you saw going up to Quita to try to buy? Wyatt is an idiot, so I think next season would be something big going to happen, but I don't want to wait until 2019. I want something to happen this year. Because remember, they said the show's going to be on for 3 months, so we can assume May, June, July, and either at the end of July or the beginning of August, the show's going on break until January. Yeah, I didn't know she had a boyfriend either, so that was disappointing. I want to see Catherine for a new wig, like How You Rich and Can't Pull Off Another Hairstyle. I mean, I think she looks good in what she does, so yeah. I'm not really against that. Wyatt is a loser. Well, everyone's a loser if you're on drugs. Would you marry? I'm not gonna lie. I think that I have a thing for older women, and when I say older women, I'm not talking about my mom's age. I'm talking about, look, I'm 26. I don't think I would mind going up to 30 because the girl I have a crush on now is actually 30, and I didn't know that until recently. But my thing is, I have been single for like 10 years. Like, my last girlfriend was like in 10th grade in high school. Of course, I was at college for 4 years, but I never found a girl that I was compatible with. And when you think of, and here's how I think, like, I don't have any kids. I obviously haven't been married. When it comes to older women, it's just that you have to remember that they're on their clock. So, if they don't have kids, they're obviously going to want to have kids soon. Now, my thing is, if I ever get, and I'm in no rush to A, get married, or B, have kids. My thing is, if I were to actually get married, I would want to be married for like 2 to 3 years and then have a kid. Because I want to enjoy my wife first, then have a kid, because, for the next 17, 18 years until they go off to college, you have to raise them. And yes, not all women want kids. That is very true. But the crush I have, I'm pretty sure she does. Like, that, whatever. Long story, whatever. Yeah, Candace did tell Jeffrey in season 3, before she went to extort the money from Jim, that she had sex with this girl in high school. And she's like, nah. But then Erica said that her and Candace would, play around with each other. Yeah, but not to get too personal. Well, actually, I don't really care. I'm waiting until marriage, until I have sex. So, there's that. Plus, I follow a code where I don't date coworkers. That's just a personal rule for me. And ironically enough, my current crush was a person I worked with for 3 years. You know what? I'm really going to be in awe if she's watching this live stream, but I doubt that she is. If she is, egg on my face. But to be honest, I haven't been like trying to get involved with women for like at least a month, and I will admit that staying away from drama, I've been focusing on my craft and been making a lot more money due to that. So there are the ups and there are the downs. No, I haven't seen any British soap operas. I'm celibate. I feel you, man. Thumbs up. I forgot Candace that. Yeah, I already answered that question. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. I just know there's going to be that scene between Gia and Candace, and I'm not looking forward to it. But just know that tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll have my episode review and then my episode preview breakdown for next week on the channel as well, just to keep everybody in the loop, because I actually like to watch the episode twice before doing an episode review, just in case I miss something. Erica's a freak. I don't know. We need to know more about her backstory. Benny might end up taking care of Melissa's baby. That's a possibility. Do you have, okay, personal question. Do you have a preference for certain women in terms of race or religion? I know you are a safe Christian, I assume. Number one, yes, I would I'm going to be honest here. I would only marry a woman if she's a Christian too, because I feel like there's a lot of complications if you do have kids about how you would raise them, and I want to make sure we're on the same page. Number two, I have always had a thing for white girls, Caucasian. I don't know why. Ever since I was 3 years old, I have always loved white chocolate, redheads especially. But just because I love white women does not mean I'm against dating Hispanic, Asian, black, of course. But if I were to give a personal preference, it would be white girls. Or excuse me, white women, because I don't want girls because they're too immature. Like, I'm 26. But the thing, the funny thing is, like, I'm in no rush for marriage and whatnot, but I know what I want and I know what I don't want. But when you live in a college city like Lynchburg, Virginia, a lot of these girls are just playing games. I have no time for that. Remember when Hannah gave Jeffrey her number in case he... Yes, I know, right? I would love that. Because Jeffrey has this thing where he's good at reading people and helping them out, but he needs to get some help himself. Same thing with Hannah getting therapy. I'm not going to lie. Probably Candace. Paul, to answer your question, probably Candace. I feel like she has a lot of tricks. Veronica has experience, but I do not want to have sex with somebody that old. Yeah, I didn't realize I had a thing for Puerto Ricans until my first class on campus. And yeah, there was a Puerto Rican girl in there. Oh my God. Any girl with an accent, if you can speak French or Spanish, then I'm butter. Like, I'm done. I'm melting right there. I have a thing for women who are intelligent. That's a major turn on. Because I got a bunch of degrees, so if I had a woman who's intelligent, my God. And how we get to this subject? Let's stick with the show. Veronica isn't that old. I'm sorry, but I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Like I said, 30 is the cap for me. What about Jamaicans? Yes, because Melissa is actually from Jamaica. And look, before anybody asks the question, like, I come from a family and a lot of the women are on the big plus side. I am not I am not like skinny as a stick. I don't have abs, but my thing is, I think it's like a thing where if you're in a family, you pretty much, in some cases you want somebody who's like your mother. Women sometimes want somebody that's like their father. It's just like I don't have a thing for big girls just because my family is full of them. That's probably why. So it's not me being discriminatory towards them. It's just like one of those what's the thing, like imprinted or something like that. So Infinity War is the best movie. It's not my favorite Marvel movie, but it was a decent film, and I wish my videos would get a lot more views. So I don't know. I think Jeffrey is getting out of jail, but I'm not 100% sure if it's going to down tonight, depending on how the pacing of the show is. And yes, I did the video talking about how the show is still in 2013. Ain't nothing wrong with big girls. No, there's not. Do I prefer them? No, I don't. That's just my own personal preference. So, hey. But a girl with curves now, hey. Did Wyatt ever go to college? No. Did have a job? No. Jim pointed that out. Yeah, I wish I had a body like a Zac Efron or a Michael B. Jordan, but hey, it takes too much work. Like I have a drop like a pant size, like I was a 40, but now I'm down to a 38. That's just simply me cutting back on the sodas and drinking more water. That's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you. Everybody has their own taste. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. Like, I get a lot of flack sometimes from black girls if they ask me, like, so what are you interested in? And if I say white girls, and they automatically feel offended. And, well, number one, you asked me the question. And number two, I never said I wouldn't date a black girl. So, yeah, I don't know when we're going to see Broderick again. That's my one pet peeve about the show. Well, one of my pet peeves, because it's just so slow pacing. Erica, look, I love like caramel complexion. So between, Erica, I would probably, And Jeffrey has a six-pack as well. If you remember season 2, where he's taking a shower and Candace opens the door on him, and she even said, "It's like, damn, if you weren't gay." So yeah. And I believe Erica even found Jeffrey attractive when they first met. Did you think David was right from shutting off Benny's phones? It's hard to tell because he was angry. I mean, Michael B. Jordan, I wouldn't mind a body like that just to, show it off. Like, it's kind of weird, but I've always wanted a six-pack just so I can like make breakfast for a girl with my shirt off. That's pretty much it. Oh man, I'll tell you one thing: if I ever do get in a relationship, then straight up I'm hitting that gym like 5 times harder than I am now, because I feel like it will definitely be a benefit to her as well as me. Because I feel like, in some cases, being in a relationship makes you do stuff that you're usually not accustomed to. Yeah, I'm jealous because Charles got that curly hair. Yeah, Charles would be the second black president. Justin and Jeffrey, nah. Man. All right, so we're going to close up shop here because I really need to go get something to eat before the episode comes on. Keep in mind, I probably won't be doing a live stream tonight after the episode because I'm going to be watching The Flash. I need to watch The Haves and the Have-Nots, and then I'll watch The Flash later tonight. I will get up in the morning, re-watch The Haves and the Have-Nots, then I'll do my episode review, and then I'll do the trailer breakdown for next week's episode. So if you have any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Share the channel around, especially people who are new to the channel, because I want to get as many new subscribers as possible. So thanks so much for tuning in. It was fun talking with you all, and let's just enjoy the nice